In 2002, Microsoft bought Rare to mixed results to say the least. Rare only had one game on the GameCube, that being Star Fox Adventures, which is also pretty controversial due to it not being a traditional Star Fox game. But with the buyout, Rare never made a game for a Nintendo home console ever again, even to this day. After the buyout, some games are not very well received, but others are actually pretty good. Either way, Rare has been pretty down in the dumps ever since then, but all of this affected Banjo-Kazooie, which has never gotten a proper sequel. Fans have been begging for Banjo-Threeie for a while now, even since the release of Banjo-Tooie. Well, Rare could possibly have plans after all the Banjo fan stuff that has happened recently, but the stakes are pretty low. But we can theorize what Banjo-Threeie could have been, and that's what I'm doing today. First, we should talk about graphics. Why? Because I want to. Well, on one hand, they can make it hyper-realistic with physics and actual grass and stuff. Personally, I don't think realism would be a great choice for the Banjo franchise. I mean, it's a pretty goofy series with its characters and worlds, so that's why I want to point out this post that Jiggy Lookback made. He said he wants to look like the original two N64 games, so it feels like a cohesive trilogy. But another possibility for graphics that I think nobody has mentioned before is by going with an expressive cel-shaded style. If done right, I think it would look great. You can see other games like Jet Set Radio and Bubsy 4D use this style, and I love it. Plus, giving the characters really cartoony animations and expressions would fit right in. Maybe do something where Banjo's face changes based on how much health you have left. But of course, you can have your own preference on this. Next, I want to show off these fake screenshots I made using Gary's mod of all things. I used the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate models to make these, and I don't think they look half bad. We have two pictures of gameplay, and two other pictures that are more cinematic, like these old Banjo-Tooie computer wallpapers. The wallpapers still go hard. I guess we should talk about the story now. I think it would take place 2 years after Banjo-Tooie, and Brentilda, of all people, turns evil. The reason? Grunty's other sisters put a curse on her, so Brentilda attacks Spiral Mountain until it's a landfill, with garbage and enemies everywhere. Banjo and Kazooie, determined to stop this from happening in other areas, decide to embark on a quest to defeat Brentilda. Now, Rare could probably make a better story than that, but that was just my personal concept. I also wanted to point out this ROM hack made by Jackson G13 that's just straight up called Banjo-Threeie. Now, I have not beaten the thing yet, but I'm just going to say it leaves a bit to be desired. For starters, the worlds are so small that GDs don't even feel accomplishing to find. It feels more like a chore than an adventure at times. Plus, the levels can sometimes just feel boring and uninteresting to explore. Of course, I mean no harm. I know ROM hacking is a challenging thing to do, and this is an earlier ROM hack. But the same creator of this ROM hack later created Banjo-Kazooie, Legend of the Crystal Jiggy, which I highly recommend you check out. The link will be in the description. Well, I'm going to end the video here. I don't want to get too deep because I kind of want you guys to predict what Banjo-Threeie could be on your own. Oh, one last thing. I also made this box art. Bye.